Yo, yo, Mixed by Gabriel, Top by Gabriel. Thanks for joining us today on this special edition of a song for a artist from Warner Records that I am going to mix with a beat that I made. Dun dun dun. Thanks for joining Mixed by Gabriel, Top by Gabriel, located in New York City, Brooklyn, New York. Cook It Up Studios. Tap in, subscribe today. Let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you literally just start from the top down, give you guys some insight into how I would start a mix and like just a bit of the process. Don't typically like my videos too long. I like to like just get a good amount of. I'm not big into like 30 an hour minutes. So what I'm gonna try to do is basically make this like kind of like a small tutorial on how to do mixing from the ground up. And just like different basic concepts that everyone should know and be practicing. Pretty simple. Using this song that I produced. I'm going to play it, listen to it.
Girl, hey, I pull up in a Casper, that's a ghost. Hey, French kiss the French bitch, you French toast. Yeah, oh, not the one you want provoke. Hey, yeah, hey, we up.
All right, cool. So you guys got a little bit of a sense. I'm just going to literally take everything off. Just to kind of just go ground up on it for y'all. We will, I guess, just start with this beat. I'm going to keep the vocals on while I'm doing this, though, just so you guys can hear it in comparison. But I'm going to gauge... Actually, no. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mute the vocal bus. That's what I'm going to do. All right, cool. So it looks like this beat is at... Hold on. Let me make sure I'm moving everything into the middle of the screen for you guys. All right, this beat is at 16 lefts, excuse me. I typically try to get the whole song, given that we are in an age of loud music. Gabe tries to get his mixes without a lot of limiting or anything else involved to around 11 lefts, 10 lefts. That means when I import my master desk for mastering processes, it's easy as shit to get that shit to 7. It's almost like I don't even have to try. So I try to gain stage with that in mind. So like, for example, I'm going to try to get this beat up to like 14 or close to it. Like, let's say 15. And then when I bring that thing, I'm going to go 14. We're going to go 14. That's what we're doing. So, especially for this style of music, I'm going hotter. Because this is like very like bass heavy, forefront, modern trap. You know, it's distorted bass too. So I want to go a little bit louder on this one. So I might even go 13, honestly. Let's see. Actually, yeah, let's go 13, y'all. We'll go 13. Just so I like really don't have to do much, you know? It just kind of just raises itself once I start like mastering. I like using mastering for more like EQ, balance, stereo. Like I don't, like I don't like having to and a lot of times it adds
bounce.
Hold on one second. They're charging more these days. $8? What the fuck? Are you serious? That's actually insane. Bro, so how much is a hero? 15? Bro. That's actually incredibly whack. Like the bread toasted, sorry. All right, y'all, I'm back. So, I got it to 13. Did I get it to 13? Hold on, let me check right now for y'all fellas. Or females. Okay, now it's at 12, so now I'm going to turn it down. Facts. All right, so. All right, now we're at 13. Cool. Now I'm going to bring in the vocals, and we will start seeing where we're at. I'm going to take off the, sorry, let me stay closer to the mic so you guys can hear me. Very clean. All right, so basically what I'm going to do now is bring in the vocals. And I'm going to take the delay and reverb off. So now this is really essentially just raw. Nothing on. Here we're at.
I can't walk inside this fucking club if I can't prove my good inside this mistake.
So from that point, we would, as you can tell, there's a lot of dips and stuff. Like, he's not very cohesive volume-wise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a limiter on just to turn the volume of everything to the same amount. Just kind of, it levels it out. If I want to get more anal than that, I can go through and volume automate.
Hey, I pull up in a Casper, that's a ghost. Hey, French. Hey, I pull up in a Casper, that's a ghost.
So what I did here, I'll just explain. He had a lot of, here, what I'll do is, we'll just default this, honestly. And I'll show you guys from the ground up real quick. So, like, looking at his vocal, what do you guys think? Right? There looks like there's a shit ton of frequencies in his vocal, right? So, and you can hear it too. So I'm just gonna literally by a lot. You know? So this is the low shelf. So it's way cleaner than doing a high cut or a low cut. It's a little bit more musical. So I suggest doing that. And he has a little bit of boominess in here. So I just kind of want to do maybe like a dynamic one, just to only do it when that frequency pops out, right? You don't always have to, like, a frequency doesn't always have to be turned down throughout the whole song, you know? So that's to control him. Cool. And then from that point, like, you can get a lot of other insight, y'all. You can get a lot of other insight from literally, hold on, let me just do this. Facts. You can get a lot of insight from just looking at the analyzer, honestly. So, like, just by looking at this analyzer and obviously using your ears, you use both ears, but you'll get some nice points of, like, harshness. Like, for example, there's 5K, it just popped up. I just clicked it and it makes a point. So, you know, obviously using your ears and that in tandem is a great, you know, resource. You know, always use your tools. But I like to sometimes just turn this analyzer off, you know, just completely. And what that does is that just means that, like, you're literally just going off your ears, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, which is great when you're starting out. So I would suggest doing this without the analyzer when you're first mixing or like learning mixing.
I pull up in the Casper, that's a ghost. Hey, French kiss the French bitch, you French toast.
I'm just using my ears, just making some little cuts where I don't like stuff. He does have like a lot of rumble down here, but I do like a lot of his mid-range and a lot of controlling I'll do throughout, so I don't want to overdo one EQ.
Hey, I pull up in the Casper, that's a ghost.
So
French kiss the French bitch, you French toast.
Cool. So now he's going directly to here. You know, obviously with this limiter, I'm actually going to bring him up more. He obviously needs some compression. And actually, let me turn this. Ooh. He actually needs some compression. So if you go up here, you're gonna compress. See how much. And by the way, this little LED right here is for if you're clipping your plugin, you can tell by that. Everyone should know gain staging. That's how you get really good sounding records. So just understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's like knowing how hot you are going to the next plugin or to the next bus is everything in mixing. So let me all right. So we'll do some of the verse.
Hey, I can't walk inside this fucking club.
So I'm gonna default this again.
Hey,
And I'm gonna
I
do it
can't
just
walk
so you guys
inside
can
this
see it,
fucking club.
like how I would do it. And this is like baseline, like fundamental shit. Start with the bass, start with the beat, right? Measure where it is, look where it is, get it to a point you want it. Bring in the vocal, EQ the vocal, clean it up, compress the vocal, put it in place in the song. Like we're not reinventing the wheel here. These are very like streamlined concepts that all mixing engineers do when they're mixing. So I'm just teaching you like a general guideline to mixing mentality.
French toast.
Working on a song with an artist who's doing their thing.
I can't walk inside this fucking.
So from that point, I'd bring in the de-esser, and I would
Hey.
listen to the sidechain. That's how you can actually hear the If you listen to the sidechain, that's how you actually hear the bad frequencies. So like for example, if I did. So I don't like that. I usually try to cut out around that frequency, around 4K or 4,000 cycles. Usually I don't like that in males, but I was seeing if I did or if I could work with it, but I'm just gonna, just leave it at that frequency. So, hold on, y'all. Okay. So, you gotta, hold on. My bad, y'all. I gotta put these all on. Command S is how you save solo, meaning nothing will go
I turn your
solo.
ex-boyfriend to a rug.
When you solo song.
Call me Buzz.
Like those tracks won't
Fun.
solo too.
Hey, I walk in here with like dirty thugs.
All right, so that's
Fun.
good. I'm gonna bring in a sweetener EQ, and I'm gonna leave this
Fun.
as is because
Hey,
I did this
walk
earlier
in
and I
here with-
do like what I chose. So it's an 8K shelf. Again, I'm using a lot of plugins that everyone has so that you guys can like really streamline this process, and I hope this helps out a lot. But these are some good frequencies you guys can be looking at. Usually mid-range frequencies are great to boost. So like anything from like 600 hertz all the way up to like 2000 kilohertz could potentially be a nice mid-range boost for an artist depending on their vocal. I like to boost 1.5 kilohertz sometimes. Sometimes I boost 5K for presence, like of the words to actually hear like his pronunciation better. And then the shelf is just for air on top and clarity for the vocal. So these are typical moves for most engineers. Something around those ranges. You know?
Hey, I walk in here with like
There's a lot of like
dirty
basic
thugs.
concepts. Obviously, we're not, experiment. There is no rules to this. This is art. So like,
if
do
I
whatever
can-
you have to make it cool as shit and have fun with this.
If I can't bring my gun inside this bitch, they
So this was my like little like controller EQ. I use the the LA2A, excuse me, for more like tone shaping.
if I can't
So this is my control, meaning I'm just holding it into the song.
if I can't bring my gun inside this bitch, that ain't no fun. Hey, I walk in here with like dirty thugs. Ooh.
That sounds good. So last thing I would do is just bring a little bit of reverb in and a little bit of delay just to kind of give it that vibe.
Hey,
And
I can't walk
we're
inside
getting
this
to a
fucking
good place
club.
here as far as just regular balance. But that being said, through the process while I'm still mixing, I bring in my mastering stuff or like my mix bus stuff.
Hey,
So
I
that you're
can't walk
mixing
inside this
through your
fucking
mixing,
club.
your mix bus or your master bus. Like you should always have everything on that you plan on using at the end of the stage while you're mixing, because that way you have a better mix, because when you turn it on, it changes everything. So you should be mixing through the stuff that you like to use on your mix bus.
Hey,
So I'm using the like Dr. Dre effect basically, where I'm just like basically using this as complete glue. It's doing about 2 to 3 dBs of compression, and I'm basically bringing that straight back in.
hey,
So,
I can't walk inside.
and let's see where we're at right now, like rough wise. I mean,
can't
if you
walk
bring
inside
that
this
in,
fucking club, if I can't bring my gun inside this bitch, that ain't no fun. Hey, I walk in here with like dirty thugs. Ooh.
okay, so if you bring this in,
Hey, I can't walk
Okay, it's
inside
doing a
this
little bit
fucking
more
club
compression than I want.
if I can't bring my gun inside this bitch.
oh, that's why I
French
turned the beat
toast.
up. Okay, so let me adjust this, y'all.
French toast. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, not the one you want.
So now,
Hey, damn, hey, we are good. Hey, I can't walk.
we're getting somewhere. All right, let's see.
French toast. Yeah. Oh, not the one you
There
want.
we go.
Hey,
That's what I
damn,
needed.
hey,
All right,
we
so
are
before I hit a limiter, I want to hit